Hello, welcome to week number 4. I'm Sean Parr. I have some amazing family members standing next to me, of course. This is my good friend Tiffany. She's with us, the Remington. So good to see you.
Good to see you.
And, of course, Nellie and Bryce from the... Are you ready, Jergies? Are you ready to do this week?
We're ready. We're so excited for week 4. Let's do it.
The Jergies and of course, the Remingtons got something very special planned this week in week number 4. We don't want to spoil it right now, but just be ready to tweet in to win because there are a lot of people that want to be a part of what we're doing here at the national tour so far. As we welcome you to week number 4, once again, the ultimate RV show. You know what's amazing? And guys, when you think about numbers, 5.5 million people have tuned in the last 4 weeks. So thank you all so
cool.
much for being a special part of our family. And guys, speaking of families, you've been on the road this whole time, going from place to place. How's it been in the travels, Bryce?
It's been so good. We were on the beaches in Florida. We set up the grill. We're just outside enjoying the sunset. In fact, go ahead.
Campsite. The campsite was right on the beach.
Yeah, we were right there. So with the patio deck, it was awesome. And Avi actually loved the sand more than we thought she would. If we turned away, she would be doing like sand angels in the sand and just playing. And it was a blast. It was good.
And that's what it's all about because they do live the lifestyle just like Tiffany, you guys do the lifestyle as well.
Yeah.
They've got the kids. Tiffany, you have your amazing dog with you, and you
Yes.
guys have been enjoying the travels too, right?
Oh, no, absolutely. It was really fun. We jammed all the way to Houston really quick, and it was kind of nice that we can just pull over any truck stops, gas stations, and then just take a nap in the back. But we got here, got to see family. During COVID times, we were able to sleep in our RV and in their driveway, so it was perfect.
Oh, you guys ready for this? We're kicking things off with our fifth wheel segment, and this is some good stuff. The Dutchman Atlas 2992 RLF. If you're ready, so are we. Welcome to week number 4.
And here we go. This is week 4. We are down here in Texas, and folks, I am super excited to kick this show off with fifth wheels built to entertain. First up, we have the Dutchman Atlas 2992 RLF, and this is a gorgeous rear living floor plan with dual opposing slides for that nice big center island. This one comes in dry, a little over 9,100 pounds, almost 9,200, and just shy of 34 foot long. And folks, this is a beauty. If you're looking to entertain people, you want to have guests over, whether it's friends, family, whatever it may be, this is an excellent floor plan for it and coming from a great line. There's a lot of cool things I'm excited here to show you. And as we go through, folks, as always, if you've seen for the rest of the show, or if this is your first time tuning in, if you are interested in the RV we're in, like this one right here, all you have to do is text the word RV to 46642, and that will lock in show pricing. And the price for this unit today for the show is $40,175, which is as little as $9.62 a day. As we're going through, if you like any of the RVs you're seeing, or maybe you just want to get into the RV lifestyle, but you're not sure what you want, that's great. We have specialists standing by to help you navigate through the weeds, to show you what is out there, because we have over 20,000 pieces on the lot with more than 80,000 coming in. All you have to do is text the word FRESH to 46642, drop FRESH in the comments section below, or call us 877-297-8725. Without further ado, let's hop into the Atlas here. And as I said, folks, this one is built for entertaining. And right here in the slide, you can see that right away. You have freestanding table and chairs. Now, I like this over a booth dinette in certain circumstances, right? And when you have an RV that's built to entertain, you have one that's made mostly for adults, I prefer the freestanding table and chairs. Why? Well, one, it looks more residential, right? I mean, no doubt about it. While, yes, you know, some of like the breakfast nooks and stuff in homes are a little more common with having a booth dinette or like a long bench seat, right? Kind of that farmhouse look is becoming more popular. Most people, will have a freestanding table and chairs in their home. It's just, you generally don't eat at a dinette in your house. So I like having that residential look. Plus, it gives you more space, right, to get in and out. You know, look at all, I mean, I have a ton of room right here with a booth dinette. You know, the back and the table, you have a stuck amount of space, right? There's only so much room, and if it's a tight fit for you, it's going to be uncomfortable. But here, it's easy to get in and out, so I do enjoy that. And you don't need the sleeping space in here. This one can still sleep 4 people. If you want guests to stay the night, you have the capability to do that. If you don't want them to stay the night, then just tell them, yeah, it's just a couch. It's not a bed. And then they can leave. But as we take a look at the slide, you know what? One of the things I did here, I ducked out of habit, but honestly, I don't have to. That's another thing with this slide out. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, and I can stand underneath this slide, which is pretty cool. A lot of times in fifth wheels, that's not the case. You do have to duck down even, especially in a mid-profile like this one is. Full profile is a different story. You better be able to go underneath the slide in a full profile, but that's not always the case in the mid. But here at 6 foot tall, I can get in and out, no problem. The windows all the way around, huge windows. This is a trend we're seeing more and more in the fifth wheel and actually all RVs, is that in lieu of storage, right? Normally you would have storage over the seating space, sometimes even over the dinette, right? Like if you look at some of the older fifth wheels, you'll have storage all the way across the slide. But here they got rid of storage and instead they went with bigger windows to let in more light. I personally like it. I know people are a little torn, right? And that's one of those things we can help you out with. If you want storage instead of bigger windows, we absolutely have fifth wheels that have a very similar layout that will have storage up top for you. If that's something you're interested in, let us know, folks. Again, just text the word FRESH to 46642. We can help you out, help you navigate, and find the perfect fifth wheel for you. One of the things we saw in that slide, though, is the theater seating. And this, again, is becoming very popular. You want to talk about entertainment space? Well, a lot of times when you're entertaining, you're watching something on the TV, whether it's the Longhorns game or whether you're just, sitting back here, just throwing a movie on. Maybe the grandkids are coming in. You want to put on, Frozen 2. Well, you can do that right there on the TV and everyone can sit around and watch, whether you're sitting in the freestanding table and chairs, here in the theater seating, or back on the sofa. Everyone has a view to that TV. Both of these recline, of course, so you can kick back and relax if it's just two of you. You have cup holders there, storage for remotes right there in the center, and it is just extremely comfortable. Allure Furniture, so upgraded furniture brand. You'll starting to see more and more manufacturers getting away from some of the more common furniture brands that we've seen. I'm not going to name any, but Allure Furniture is, again, we're starting to see that in more RVs, a little bit more upgraded. Right there in the back, you will see the sofa, and as I mentioned, folks, this does fold out to tri-fold sofa that folds out into a bed. So if you want that additional sleeping space, you have it here. You will also see on both sides are your end tables, so that if you have a beverage or anything like that, you can set it there. Right down below is your electrical outlet as well as USB port. If you need to plug anything in, boom, there you go. Again, windows all the way around, and talk about storage up top, there it is, right? So, if they didn't put storage here, it'd probably be a waste of space, so they did put your storage up top. Still accessible. It's not like it's super high. At 6 foot, I can still easily get up there. LED lights, you'll see right here. Your AC unit, right? Got to make sure you keep everything cool. Plus a max air fan with a rain sensor. So if it starts raining, that max air fan is going to go ahead and close. That way you don't end up with a bunch of water all over the floor if you're gone. But that will do a great job of pulling air through here. I'm telling you, if you want to do a quick test, right? Because a lot of people don't believe me. Turn on your max air fan and open a window just a little bit, and you will feel the air getting pulled in through here because of that max air fan. It is very impressive if you've never done it before. Taking a look at the off-camp side slide, as I mentioned, that big TV, storage right up top, plus our entertainment center down below, and a fireplace. That way you can keep nice and toasty, do a good job of kind of taking the chill off in the air in this main space, plus it just looks really nice. Right here in the kitchen, pantry, becoming, again, very popular in a lot of different layouts. You will see that you have a light there, so plenty of pantry space. I love that. You have kind of the frosted glass here too, so if you just want to keep that light on, you can. And then, of course, because we have dual opposing slides, that allows you space for this big center island. Tons of prep space on both sides of the sink. It is an undermount apron front. If you can see this, Fritz, look at that. Again, following those residential trends, we have apron front sink on there. High-rise pull-out faucet. Plenty of storage. Take a look at this. This is a big one for me. Boom! You have not one, but two trash cans, a dedicated place for them. You don't have to try to hunt for it. I love when manufacturers do that. So smart. Nobody wants to hang, their trash bag on a pull or on a drawer. It's in the way. It smells. Put it away. I love that. More storage right underneath the sink itself, so I have room for pots, pans, everything else. Of course, more drawers here. Our fridge-freezer combo over to this side there. Again, over to this side, you'll have the tile backsplash, nice gray tile on there. This is a recessed cooktop, 3-burner cooktop that folds up and back just like so. Kind of provides almost another backsplash there. The front one is high output, as you would expect. but you have an oven, good size oven. If you want to do any kind of baking, you have the capability to do that. And more storage, you know? I don't know about you guys, right? But my wife loves to entertain. She loves to throw parties, have people over. You know, 2020 was a very hard year for us for that. Love her to death. And again, she loves to have people and be surrounded by people. And that's why I like a floor plan like this. But with that, there's a lot of special like dishes and stuff that you need to have. You need to have storage for them. So this gives you the capability to do that. If you want a glorified Lunchable, right, you want a really nice charcuterie board, you can pull out your big charcuterie board right in there because you have a spot to store it. You know, you pull it out, boom, now you're good to go. You have those things with you when you're in this RV. Plenty of storage there too. I personally would probably put some beverages up there. You know, it'd probably be my bar area, but you can make it whatever you want, right? Whatever you want for you, you can do. This would probably be my bar. You know, you have nice downlighting. I have a power tower. If you have a margarita machine, you can pop that right there in the corner. Plenty of storage all the way down underneath here. Of course, we'll have our control panel located there. Bathroom right here. You know what, hold on, before you step up here, let me open this up so we're not doing a dance. There you go. Come on up, Fritz. You can show everyone the bathroom. You'll have a porcelain bowl toilet. You can see that you have a linen closet over to this side there as well. Nice big shower. I mean, you have plenty of room to be able to turn around in there. It's great. And then, of course, you have your sink here over to the side. Now, something else that I want to hit on is when we come into the bedroom, you can come on in here, see if you're able to sneak around. But this right here, you have a slide-out wardrobe here in the bedroom. This is a mid-profile, but it still gives you plenty of space. You can slide that out. You have room to hang your clothes right there. Queen bed, of course. You have spots that plug in a CPAP machine or whatever else, charge a cell phone. And look at that big window you have up there, folks. Nice big window. Lets in a lot of light. Gorgeous. And then up on the ceiling is a vent. But that is also prepped for a second AC. So, you know, if it's a really hot day, I mean, as I said, we're down in Texas, but it's winter. You know, if it were summer, I'd definitely want that second AC, right? I'd want that sucker nice and warm, and or rather nice and cool, because it's gonna be nice and warm. So you can have that second AC installed right up there. As we take a look at the front, let's come on around here. I wanna show you the front of this beauty because it is absolutely gorgeous. That front windshield really makes them pop, right? Now, you know, we're out on the lot, it needs to be washed up a little bit, but you can imagine when you wash it and you get that sucker shining, it is gorgeous with that front windshield, painted front cap, LED lights on here, dropping down underneath. You have the Rotaflex Trail Air Kingpin to help take out some of the bucking and chucking there because it rotates, right? If you're not familiar with what that is, when you start and stop, you have movement. And so what'll happen a lot of times is the Kingpin will kind of slam into the truck or it'll pull your truck back. This helps prevent that, right? So, you know, that's a great thing. It will make the tow a lot easier. If we dive underneath, you'll see the big storage area right there up front. Very clean, good cable management. You know, just really, they did a great job getting after those cables, making sure they tucked them away. Solar prep over here on the side. Then take a look at this garage space underneath. You know, great space here, and there's not any plumbing running vertically, right? They were able to put it all up at the ceiling, so you don't have any plumbing in the way, so you have plenty of room to slide in some of your bigger items. Over on the other side, folks, is auto level control. If you take a look at the jacks right down here, you can see this one has auto level. You want to talk about making life easy. You know, we saw it a little bit, you know, earlier on some of the past models, the past couple weeks. You touch a button, this thing levels itself, folks. And for $9.62 a day, you can get auto level on a fifth wheel like this. You know, it's starting at $40,175, folks. You don't want to miss out. This one is beautiful. Look at that, 2 big power awnings. Touch a button to roll them out. Same thing to go back in. You have a couple speakers out there. You have your steps, be able to climb up, more ride step above steps, aluminum treads, grip tape, the whole 9 yards. Now, folks, if this is the one for you and you're interested, simply text the word RV to 46642. But remember, the show's just starting. We have a ton more coming, so make sure you stay tuned.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels, which is why we are working around the clock to bring you over 80,000 factory fresh RVs. That's the largest selection of RVs in the world. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. RVs are made by Americans for Americans. And now you can see America for less. Shop over 80,000 factory fresh RVs, starting at just $5 a day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today.
When we talk about fifth wheels built to entertain, one of the things that are often overlooked are toy haulers. And honestly, I don't know why, because for me, toy haulers are purely built to entertain, right? I mean, take a look just real quick at the kitchen space we have here. You have a ton of seating all the way across here so everyone can sit down and watch TV. We have a ton of seating here in the back. Come on back with me in the garage. 13-foot garage, mind you, right? So why is that great? For a couple different reasons. We talk about entertaining. Let's say you want to take a bunch of friends and you want to do a kayaking trip. You have a 13-foot garage here. You can fit a lot of the kayaks in here. Let's say you want to do ATV. Boom, throw it in here. You know, you have a side-by-side. You can fit most side-by-sides in a 13-foot garage. You know, quads, motorcycles, whatever it may be, you have a ton of space back here. And it's just excellent storage for wherever you're going, whatever you may be doing. But also, seating. When we talk about entertaining, there's a lot of different entertaining spaces, and most RVs have it in the living room. But the cool thing about a toy hauler, as you can see right back here, this one comes with a party deck. You can see, you know, the cables on the sides, plus you have the more ride system right there. Super simple and easy to set up. You can have the whole thing set up in just a few minutes, you know, probably 3-4 minutes tops. You will be rocking and rolling. And so you get another party space right outside, right? Another entertainment space. You can sit out there, enjoy the views. If you're a lot of campsites, right, the nicest view is out the back of the RV. And so with this, you know, I've seen it where people have backed up and, you know, it'll be like a big drop off, like down to a river, and they will actually take their party deck and put it over that drop off. And you want to talk about a cool experience, a cool view. That right there, right? The deck life, that is where it's at. Just an awesome space to entertain. And you can easily come right in here, right? This bed, of course, goes all the way up to the ceiling, so that way everyone can easily come right in here. You can go right out on the deck, and there is a screen. So you can close that screen down so that if you're, you know, sitting back here, bugs aren't coming in, or, you know, if you're out on the deck, again, you're not getting a bunch of bugs in here. Both sofas are rollover sofas. So this does, you know, roll over just like so. The other side will do the same thing. Now you have another queen bed. So you have 2 additional beds back here. So you want to talk about entertaining. You know, again, when I entertain, I tend to have a full bar. And so, you know, we have a lot of friends that stay the night because they have to drive, right? And if they want to imbibe, they want to hang out, that's part of the rules. You know, I want to make sure people are safe. So come over. Here you go. We can have some drinks. I have beds for people. I have places to sleep. If you have a little one, need to pack and play, look at this. I have plenty of room in this garage space where I can set up a pack and play right back here. Also, I have a secondary door, right? If you don't want to get in and off the party deck, you can come right in here and enter this garage space without bringing dirt into the main living area because this floor is super simple and easy to clean. Plenty of tie downs. You have your diamond plating, you know, skid guard kind of along the corners right there. Up top, we have a vent fan, plenty of, you have 2 speakers as well as AC ducts so that if it's hot, it'll stay nice and cool back here. And take a look at this, one of my favorite parts. We talk about hanging out on the party deck, you're having some beverages, you're chilling, entertaining. Look at that, folks. We have a half bath. So you have a place, you can come in, use the bathroom without having to go through the entire RV. You know, you have a little bit of storage in there as well. Medicine cabinet, I mean, you know, everything that you really need. Now, if we take a look up top, there's additional storage right up here. Now, it's a little bit tougher to reach. You know, you'll want a ladder or step stool or something to be able to get up there, but you do have additional storage space, which is really cool. So if you have some items you don't have to get to very often, maybe it's extra bedding, you know, pillows, or just larger totes of items, that is a great spot for it there. Now let's step into the main living room, but before we do, one of the things you'll notice is this beautiful door, right? You have actual glass on the door here. It's not just wood, so you're able to see through, so you can keep this door closed and still be able to see what's going on out here. I like, you know, the heavy duty, just the really nice doors. And as we saw in the very beginning, when we step into this space, you have all of this seating here. Allure furniture, as we just saw, you know, nice upgraded furniture. You have recliners on both sides, USB port, so if you need to charge your cell phone, you can do it right here, cup holders, and I have a good view to the TV. You know, I am angled a little bit, but it's still, if I have plenty of people here and I can sit 4 people here very comfortably, this one, you know, I mean, I have a pretty big butt and I can still, you know, snuggle up here with my wife. We'd be able to sit here, no problem, have a couple friends on either side or the kids, whatever it may be, and we can all watch a movie. 50-inch TV, so plenty big there for everyone to be able to see. And if, you know, let's say again, we talk about entertaining. So let's say you know, I want to get some snacks, right? You know, we talked about this before. I want to make my charcuterie board, or I want some, you know, just like some other cheeses, or maybe a cheese ball, or whatever it may be. I can whip up a snack right here. I can have everyone there. You know, we're talking, we're watching TV, we're having a good time. If they want to come up here and grab things, they can do that. Have a plate, sit right back down. There is a table in the back. I didn't show you. It's hidden underneath the mattress because it's an easy place to travel with it. Nice foldable table, so you can put that in between the sofas back there if you want to eat back there, or you can put it up right here so you can have a table space. Solid surface countertops in here too, folks. You know, we're not skimping. Here's the great thing, right? We talk about all these amenities, all this great space, the solid surface, everything in here. And folks, for the show, this one is starting under $60,000. You're looking at $59,775 is where this one's starting at. That's as low as $11.96 a day. Under 12 bucks a day, you're getting a beautiful toy hauler. This one's a little under 39 foot long for weight. You're about 12,000, a little over 800 pounds dry. The other cool thing about this one is, like I said, this one is built to entertain, and not just in a campground, right? So many big fifth wheels require, you have to have shore power, you know, to be able to run. You have to, you know, they don't necessarily have big tanks on them. But when you're talking about a toy hauler, not only do I have extra fuel on board, right, if I need to refill a generator, but I have a generator on board, right? That's an option. You can get an onboard generator on here, at least prep or get the generator itself. And so that way you can power everything. And you want to talk about water tanks? This one has a 100-gallon freshwater tank. If you're planning on going out and sitting out somewhere for a while, sitting out in the middle of the woods, that 100-gallon fresh tank will allow you to do it. Plus, it has a 74-gallon gray tank, and get this, an 85-gallon black tank. That is huge when you're talking about black tank sizes. Now also, maybe you want to listen to some music. Maybe you want to, you know, jam out, right, having a good time. We have a nice sound system right underneath the TV. You can see the speakers on both sides. Plus, you have the subwoofer right down there below, the JBL system. So you can see that you have plenty of entertainment options. Some kind of cool hidden storage. You have like a little spice cabinet right over there, which I like. Of course, there's storage all underneath here. You can't really see it, but there is enough space underneath this sink for a trash can. Electrical outlet over here. Your cooktop will be right in the back. It's recessed, it's covered. Of course, you have the hood there, microwave right up top, a little bit of storage to the side. More here, I'll open this up for you just to kind of take a look at the pantry space. Fridge, freezer built right into the door here as well. I love the look of the wood, the color. You'll see the glass, decorative glass they put on there to hide the control panel. And again, right there is your gen set. So if you want to run that generator to power everything in here, including the TV, ACs, everything you need, you can do that. So we take a step up, take a look at the doors, right? I just want to show you, if we haven't seen it on any of the other ones, I do like what they did. They kind of put like some strips on there, kind of give it like that farmhouse look that we see it's so popular, you know, on the residential side of things. And then stepping into the bathroom, of course, as you saw, is another entrance to the bedroom, but right here, I have plenty of room for my legs. I'm 6 foot tall, you know, 210, plenty of space. Solid surface countertops in the bathroom, folks. They did not skimp out. A lot of manufacturers will put something a little bit less expensive there, but they did not here in the Fuel. You will also see you have big space in this shower. I mean, I can easily move around. I have a seat if I want to, you know, just shave my legs or anything, can throw my foot right up there. Plenty of room to move, and as I mentioned, I'm 6 foot tall. Then if we take a peek up into the bedroom, it's a little tight to kind of sneak up through here, but if you just want to kind of poke your head in and show everyone what we have. So you have the queen bed right in the center on both sides. You will see you have some nightstands, wireless charging over on this side, right? Super handy. Just drop your phone right on there. That we don't have to mess up a charging port or try to, you know, figure out how it goes in the middle of the night or anything like that. Storage all across the top, plus kind of like that dark, almost shiplap look right down underneath. Again, folks, I absolutely love this RV, and as I mentioned, if this is the one for you, folks, make sure you text the word RV to 46642 to lock in that price starting at under $12 a day. And the other thing too, right, is if you like toy haulers, maybe this isn't the one for you. Maybe you want, you know, like a loft bed or something like that. We have them available. We have over 20,000 on the lot, over 80,000 units coming in. And if you're looking for something else, simply text FRESH to 46642. That will lock in your show pricing to make sure you're getting the best discounts available. And we will help walk you through the different toy haulers, some of the different options they have. There's a lot of different options when we're talking toy haulers. You know, some of them have generator prep. Some of them come with generators. Some of them have auto levels. Some of them have fuel stations. Some of them don't have any of it. So we're here to help you out, and all you have to do is text that word FRESH to 46642. Now, if we take a look right up front, you will see this one is fully loaded with the Cummins Onan 5500 watt generator. Folks, as I said, we can run that AC, we can run that TV, no matter where we're at. We have full power to everything in here. If you want solar to make sure your batteries are topped off, you have solar prep as well. If we take a look right in the inside, you will see TV hookup if you want TV here. Plus, there is a water heater bypass for winterization. So you can just flip that, make sure you're not going to fill up your water heater with any antifreeze or propylene glycol, because we certainly don't want to do that. A couple of really cool features. Of course, you have the upgraded steps, makes it nice and easy to get in, aluminum treads so they don't rust. More importantly, folks, there is ASDEL built into this sidewall. You want to talk about excellent construction at an excellent price? The fuel right here is the perfect example. So with that ASDEL, the great thing about it, it's lighter weight. When we're talking big rigs like this, you're gonna put a lot of weight in the back. You want it as light as possible. Plus, it's not going to absorb water. If you've ever seen where you have lamination, you have bubbles in the side, that's known as delamination. And the reason that happens is water gets into that sidewall. You have Luan in there. That Luan is wood, a wood substrate, and it will absorb that moisture and you'll start to get the bubbles. But because the ASDEL, it will not do that. Plus, it's a green material, so you're not gonna get that off-gassing inside. So excellent construction on here. And we want to talk about quick setup. This one has auto level. Touch a button and it levels everything out for you. You have speakers out here so the party can continue here outside. That secondary entrance that we saw when we were inside. This one also has never adjust brakes. That's one of those things a lot of people don't think about on the maintenance side, is making sure that your brakes are adjusted. The bigger the RV, the harder it is to stop. Those never adjust brakes will make sure that they are always nice and easy to stop. Right there is your ramp door, backup camera prep, ladder, and of course our fuel fill station will be located right around here on the other side. Again, folks, if you're interested in this one, simply text RV to 46642.
With the Camping World Best Price Guarantee, we'll beat any competitor price by $500 guaranteed, or write you a check for $1,000.
I will never lose a deal over price, ever, and I guarantee it.
Learn more today at campingworld.com.
I'll tell you what, here we go. It's week 4, and how about that? Amazing. We're talking about toy boxes again. We're in fifth wheels, and that particular unit, I love the fact that Ian was talking all about the big garage, because that's where all the toys go.
Yep. And, the pack and plays and the kid toys and everything else.
Yeah. So. And speaking of toys, we've got an ultimate giveaway right now.
Yep.
Bryce, what are we giving away?
We are giving a Coleman Power Sports UT250.
So
If you
awesome.
watched last week, it's what Nelly came romping in on the show. Those things are selling like hotcakes. In fact, all the ones here were just bought, so they got to
Yesterday.
restock.
Guy came in to take a look at a unit and said, I've got 15 grandkids, and he bought every motorized vehicle we had, one for every one of his grandkids.
I wish
They're
I was his
amazing.
grandkid.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. So we have a winner. If you haven't registered yet, Ultimate RV Show. That's URVS. If you want to register right now for our giveaways, over $250,000 worth of giveaways. Nelly, who is our winner?
Our winner is Tom Cameron. Congratulations. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow.
Congrats, Tom.
You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy some time with the family on that, just like you guys did last week.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Yeah, and again, guys, to be eligible, text URVS to 46642.
Yep.
We got a lot of giveaways. We are even hiding treasures on social media, so stay posted for all of that.
All right, we're going to put Ian to work today big time, and we've got him with the
Woo.
Forest River Sierra 379 FLOK. Take it away, Ian. What do you got?
And how could we call this session Fifth Wheels Built to Entertain if we didn't have a front living? Front living room fifth wheels are something that kind of went away for a while, came back maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago when they really were able to perfect it and make them what they are now. And again, there's a lot of different front living room fifth wheels. We have some with lofts in the back. There are some that have bath and a half. There's just a ton of different options out there. And if you're interested in a front living and you want help, again, kind of picking out which one's right for you, simply text FRESH to 46642. However, if you're thinking, Ian, what are we in? What does this one have? Well, folks, this is the 2021 Forest River Sierra 379 FLOK. And this unit is definitely more than okay. It is absolutely beautiful and a lot of great features in a front living. The first thing is if we turn around, kind of do like a 360 for everyone, Fritz, show them what we have up here. So the front living room really gives you that residential feel in that you get a front living room space where everyone can just kind of sit around. There's seating. You can have excellent conversation. If you're entertaining, this is the place for it. And a couple cool things about this particular floor plan is everyone's sitting here and you're talking. If you want to enjoy just each other's company, you have this big, beautiful window, right? So you can enjoy scenery and just kind of, enjoy what nature has to offer in the comforts of your RV, all while still having great conversation. But maybe there's a game on. Maybe you want to watch a game, or, maybe you have grandkids and you want to watch a movie. Well, here you go. You have the little TV elevator here, just pops right up, just like so. Nice and simple and easy to use, and now everyone can watch the TV if that's what you want. But again, sometimes we don't want that to be the focal point, so we can drop it down and really enjoy the beautiful window we have. Of course, some storage there with decorative glass. Nothing too serious as far as storage size. More importantly, it just looks really nice. And then underneath, you can see storage on both sides there, plus your multimedia center and the fireplace. And the cool thing about this is this fireplace will do an awesome job of taking the chill off in this living room space. Why? Well, we're elevated, right? We're higher up, and as we all know, heat rises. So the heat that kicks out in this room up here, you're gonna be nice and toasty right up in this space. Now you might also think, but Ian, I don't do a lot of cold weather camping. I camp when it's hot out. What about staying cool? Well, as you will notice, here we are. We have the AC unit with quick dump. So that way what you do is you open this up, and instead of going through the ductwork, all that AC coolness just comes right through here, dumps into this main living area, and all that airflow is right here. So that way, again, you will stay nice and cool up here. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, right? You can stay warm, you can stay cold. Basically, you will stay comfortable. Now, on both sides, we have tri-fold sofas. Why is that important? Well, the other cool thing about a front living, as I said, is, when I like to entertain, I like to have people be able to stay the night. We're going to be imbibing. We're going to have some beverages. I don't want people drinking and driving. We need to stay safe. So if the people need to stay the night, I have the capability to do that. Both of these will fold out into beds. I can have a couple on each one, right? So you can have you can sleep 4 people right up here. For a total of 6 people, you can sleep in this RV, which, is definitely pretty impressive given the layout we have. So, well, I shouldn't say that, right? Front living rooms generally can sleep 6. But, for being a fifth wheel that's built to entertain, that's mainly a couples coach is what I should say. For being a couples model, being able to sleep 6 people is pretty darn good. So if we take a look right here, this is theater seating. Now this, of course, is directly across from that TV. This will be the best seat in the house if you do want to watch the TV. You'll see that the cup holders here light up as well as you have the lights underneath. If you want to shut that off, you can. You just double tap right here on the cup holder and that will turn off. Same thing to turn it right back on if you do like the look. We will see those blue lights several times throughout, right? As we go through, you'll see that theme kind of throughout here, and I am glad that at least they kept it all the way throughout. As we take a step down into the kitchen, so beautiful kitchen, solid surface countertops here. Of course, same thing with our kitchen island. We have dual opposing slides. So just so you guys, we're taking a count, right? If you want to count slides, we have 2 up in that main living area, dual opposing slides right up there. We have 2 more right here in the kitchen, and when we get to the back, you'll see another one back there. So this space opens it up to allow for this kitchen island. So you get good prep space here, right over to the side, plus you have the sink top cover, which really is what gives you the prep space. I personally, if this were the fifth wheel I was going for, this is how I would probably run it most of the time. I'd leave this side on, so I have all this prep space right here. If I need to use the sink, I have this space there. And then, take this off and you need dishes and stuff like that when you're all done cooking. But I do like this setup. And of course, plenty more. If you need like bar space, take a look at this, right? It has the blue lights, looks really cool. You have, electrical outlet there. If you want a TV, there is a TV connection here too. So if you want a little TV in the kitchen, right, you can do that. You want to put a recipe on there or a cooking show, or maybe you just want to watch a show while you're cooking, you have the ability to do that. If you're a little bit taller, right, I'm 6 foot, I can see over up front in the living room TV there as well. So, if I want to watch the TV there, I definitely have the ability to do that. You will see storage all the way underneath, and a residential refrigerator. I believe this is the only one we have shown in this particular segment that has the RV refrigerator, or sorry, the residential refrigerator rather than an RV refrigerator. Great thing about residential is you generally get more square footage. It also cools down much quicker. Now again, not every front living has this. So if you love the front living, but you don't want residential because, you know, you do a lot of boondocking, right? You go over there, you don't have a lot of shore power, and you don't plan on bringing a generator, then a residential refrigerator is not for you. You'll want one that can run off propane as well. We have those available. All you have to do is text the word fresh to 46642, and we can help you identify one, find the one that's closest to you, and make sure you're gonna get the best deal out there because one, we have show pricing available, and texting fresh will lock in the pricing, and two, we will beat any deal that there is. If we can't beat it, we'll give you $1,000. It's truly that easy. Worst case scenario, you're $1,000 richer, right? Making our way a little bit further in here, of course, you have the nice big microwave right down underneath that. I love this. You have a freestanding range. That's something that's very unique to the Sierra line, right? You have a 4-burner cooktop. Most RVs will have a 2-burner or a 3-burner. In most fifth wheels, having a 4-burner is something you just don't see very often at all. And I love having the full residential size. Look at the size of that oven. If you're someone that loves to bake, you love the front living, then this right here could absolutely seal the deal. You're getting a residential refrigerator, you're getting a residential style oven. And if this is the one for you folks, then instead of texting fresh, you'll want to text the word RV to 46642. That will lock in your pricing for this unit, which is starting at $62,715 or as low as $12.55 a day. And for what you're getting here, that is an absolutely phenomenal price. You can see the pantry has good storage. You have shelves down below that you're able to pull out there. Take a look at this, right? Slow close drawers. You have more drawer space right over here. Slow close on that as well. Spot for a trash can. Can you get in there? Not sure. Yeah, there you go. See, spot for a trash can right underneath, right? So you don't have to worry about that. Look at that. Slow closed doors all the way throughout. So not only do you have residential appliances, but you have residential features in your RV. If you don't want that space for a bar, here's another great space for, and it can be a coffee bar, or you can just use it for general storage, folks. You know, I sound like an alcoholic when I talk, right? Because I do drink a fair amount when I camp because I like to relax. I like to unwind, and that's a lot of times how I do it. That being said, this does give you additional space if you just want space for like cups, things like that, or coffee mugs. You have more storage space down below, but with that big pantry, both kind of bars on both ends, you have a ton of storage space in here. Freestanding table and chairs right there so that it also has a leaf, so if you have 4 people sitting there, you're good to go. You will also notice the big windows, and you will have the blackout style roller shades. Very easy to use, and as you can see, it does a good job of giving you privacy as well as block out any light. Now make our way back here real quick. We're running out of time. These are such big units, beautiful units, so much to talk about. Right down here, porcelain bowl, right, so that it's easy to clean. Take a look at this. Well, there's a TV box in there, but this is washer dryer prep. So if you want washer and dryer, this is where you can have it right here, folks, and it's plenty of space there. I love the fact it's tucked away in a bathroom, not to, in the kitchen or the bedroom, anything like that. Big shower, plenty of ceiling height. You can see you have a bar in there as well, so you can set, where you want this to be at. So if you want a little bit higher, a little bit lower, you can do that. Big sink and vanity there. As we spin it around, you can also notice right over here, you have a secondary entrance and exit. So that way, if you just want to come in and use the bathroom, you can do that without bringing dirt all the way through. And then as we come back in the back here, right in the very back, you will see your slide out bed, storage on both sides, a ton of storage there, space for a TV right here. And we talked about that blue light. You can see the blue light in the headboard, right? So, kind of right up there. So if you shut the lights off and, well, we got some more lights there, but I'm sure you can use your imagination, right? You want to set the mood here. You know what, Fritz, you stay right there. We're going to do this. We're going to show the people. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Just like that, right? Well, we have a camera light on. Darn it all. So, but you can see there, right? It's nice and pretty. Not only does that set the mood, more importantly, is it gives you like an ambient light. So if you have to get up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom, you can just flip that guy on. It's not super bright. It's just easy to get to. Now, one of my other favorite parts about having the Sierra front living is right back here. Folks, I absolutely love this. Not only do you get that space to entertain inside, but you can also entertain outside because you have the outside kitchen. Normally to get one of these, you're looking at a bunk model, and I love cooking outside, but maybe that my kids are grown and I just want the wife and I want to have friends over. This gives me the ability to entertain. You have storage, a microwave out here. If you want to talk about this before, you want to throw in a microwave burrito, maybe it's, 1:30 in the morning and you got some munchies. Well, there you go. Toss it right in there. You can also see, your little sink right there, little wash basin if you need to wash your hands out here. Especially in the times we're living in, you want to make sure you're safe, you're clean. This lets you do it. And you get the fridge, which for me, this is the holy grail out here because I like to have beverages right there. You can see the swing around grill. If you want to cook, you have the ability to do that here as well. The propane quick connect, swing it around. You want to fry up some burgers, some dogs, you can do that there. Of course, you have the ladder on the back to fully climb up onto the fully walkable roof. And one other thing I want to mention, we talk about build quality, right? I didn't get a lot of time to talk about it here and I'm running out of time, but if you take a look at the roof line, you see how that comes down further, right? That gives you a bigger radius than a lot of other manufacturers out there. And so that way you have less chance for water penetration because it's not right there on that corner. And if you brush up against something like a stick, it's less chance that it's going to cut that open. You also have auto level on here. You have big awning space. You can see the awnings, LED lights. As I mentioned, 5 slides on here, folks. This is a gorgeous RV. And if you're interested in this one, you'll want to text the word RV to 46642 to lock in your pricing. Again, it is starting at $12.55 a day. If you like any of the others you've seen so far, any coming up, text the word fresh to 46642 or drop it in the comments section below.
This is Bryce, I'm Nellie, and we are the Journeys. We are full-time RVers with our 2 little girls. We have an almost 3-year-old and a 7-month-old. We have done all 50 states in our RV. We moved from a Class A to a 5th wheel and we're going strong.
We've partnered with Camping World, Good Sam, and Gander RV during this Ultimate RV Show National Tour to go to 10 different locations throughout the country, show you all that they have to offer, and actually hide geocache treasures throughout this tour. So make sure you follow along with the Ultimate RV Show National Tour and join us as we go across the country on this tour.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian Baker, and I'm joined today by my good friends Tiffany and Caleb with us, the Remingtons. And today we're going to talk a little bit about Good Sam, the Good Sam membership, kind of what Good Sam's all about and some of the benefits along with it. So you guys have been Good Sam members for a few years now. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about your experience?
Well, if you're anyone like Caleb, he loves his grills. So we're going in Camping World and Ganders all the time. But the savings that we get while we're in the store is incredible. Like our last trip, we probably saved about $200 and something.
Wow.
Which is a lot of money.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and
you can buy yourself a new grill with that kind of scratch.
Don't give him any ideas, Ian. But that, and then we also save on like propane, which we go through a lot, especially winter camping now, which we didn't realize how much propane we go through with our heater on.
Yep.
And we love that as well.
Yeah, we've been members now for 3 years.
Okay.
As soon as we got into RVing, that was the first thing we did. We learned all about Good Sam and all the benefits you get, staying at different parks, and obviously the discounts, which we absolutely love. And we've done just about everything. We did van life. We had a 36-foot motorhome.
Okay.
We've traveled in the C class now.
Yep.
And so we just love that you can go to over 2,400 parks.
Yep.
And you get these amazing benefits, and when something has a Good Sam stamp of approval on it, you know you're getting quality. And so anywhere we show up, we know that things are going to be safe, clean, very consistent throughout the country, and that's what we love most.
Yeah.
Well, and one of the other things too, right, that I guess a lot of people don't know, is they see Good Sam, but a lot of people don't know that this Sam is actually short for Samaritan, right? That's kind of how it got its founding. It's all about being good and doing good. And Tiffany, Caleb, I know that's very close, very near and dear to your guys' heart. Why don't you tell us just a little bit, kind of about the recent projects you've been working on, opportunities to be able to give back.
Yeah, we're super excited. So we decided that we wanted to add on this like Good Samaritan part in the Ultimate RV Show. So every week in every city, we're going to be doing something that's going to give back to the community that we're in. So this past weekend, we were in Houston and we partnered up with Turning Point, which is an amazing shelter down here, and we made 400 lunch sacks for those who are touched by homelessness. And it was really neat. Like, their programming is so cool. They have, like, most of their staff members are residents themselves. So they tend their organic farm, their chefs, the cleaning and maintenance. And it was really cool to kind of see the program come to life. And they were saying, like, how because of COVID, their donations have been impacted very greatly. So they were like, when we rolled in, especially like, this is like really in your face and really bad. They're like, all the residents came out like cheering, so excited.
That is
and
awesome.
They were so pumped.
Yeah.
So
it was amazing. We went to Costco. We spent about $600. We filled the RV up with all the goods. We came back. We had some amazing volunteers come by who are local here in Houston. And yeah, we just put together these lunches, brought them down. And again, they were so grateful. They gave us a tour of the place, and it just, you could tell like how much this was gonna help them and their community. And we are just so honored to be partnered with Good Sam and Camping World and Gander RV. And they're actually like, yes, you guys want to start this give back program?
I love it.
Let's do it.
Yes.
And we've never, like, we've worked with so many brands and companies before, and it is never that easy to like pitch a community project and get an ultimate yes, like right away. We were so shocked. So we're super excited. We're going to keep continuing doing various different projects as we move across the country. So
I absolutely love it. And that's a thing that, you know, one of the things I really wanted to talk about, you know, because a lot of people think Good Sam and they think the benefits. You know, you think about how you're saving on the parks and saving on the retail, and I love that aspect of it. But for me, you know, kind of like you guys, I love the ability to give back. And that's what Good Sam was founded on. And, you know, that's probably why we have over 2 million members, right? A lot of people don't know it is actually the largest RV community in the country. And you know, so it's a bunch of people giving back, just like you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Folks, if you want to be part of the biggest RV community in the country, the Good Sam Club is starting at only $29 a month, which is a phenomenal price. You get to give back, and as you guys mentioned, you'll make that up in dividends in no time at all. Tiffany, Caleb, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ian.
Introducing RV123 by Camping World, the only way to buy and take delivery of your new RV, all from the comfort of your couch or camp chair. To buy your new RV the easy way, just follow these simple steps. Step 1, shop till you drop. Find your perfect RV online at campingworld.com and schedule a live virtual walkthrough with one of our RV specialists. Step 2, make it mine. Discuss financing options over the phone with a Camping World finance expert. All paperwork handled via mail. Prepaid envelopes are provided. Step 3, let's go camping. Take delivery of your new RV at your home or campsite. Our certified delivery specialist will provide the same high-quality walkthrough that you would receive at a Camping World dealership. There's a whole new way to buy an RV. Get your RV the easy way with RV123 by Camping World.
From sunup to sundown, we are designing your next big adventure, building your family vacation, delivering your memories that will last a lifetime. We know it's more than just an RV, which is why we are working around the clock to bring over 80,000 RVs fresh from the factory to our stores, to your driveway or campsite. Built by Americans for Americans and starting at less than $5 per day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World today.
And here we are, fifth wheels built to entertain. Up next is the Forest River Wildcat 336 RLS. And as we go through this floor plan at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, Ian, this looks a lot like the Atlas 2992 that we filmed, and you'd be absolutely right. It is a very similar floor plan, but one of the things I love about this industry, and one of the reasons I really wanted this one featured in this segment, is to show you just how different RV manufacturers can be, right? It may be a similar layout, but there's definitely some nuances, some differences, and right away we can see that in the colors that we have. I mean, we still have, you know, dual opposing slides, you get the island here in the kitchen, but you can see the woodwork. You have like a white woodwork on here, a little bit two-tone if you notice, right? You have white uppers, you have dark lowers, and you will also see that they went with like almost like a bronze or like a gold, like a rose gold maybe for the pulls, right? A little bit different colors than what we're used to seeing in the RV industry, much more residential, and we'll see that as we go throughout. The flooring is very different too. It's almost like a beech wood, right? So when you're starting to look at different RVs, even though it's the same floor plan, there are a lot of differences. And we'll see some floor plan differences as well, but definitely in design. And here's the thing, folks, if you're interested in RVs, right, you're just starting to get into it, you're starting your search, and you're like, well, aren't all rear livings the same? And obviously they're not, but here's the thing, we are here to help. We have specialists standing by to help navigate you through all the RVs that are out there, the over 100,000 RVs that we have on the lot and coming into stock. All you have to do is text the word FRESH to 46642 or drop FRESH in the comments section below. Or hey, maybe you just want to talk to a person, maybe you don't want to talk on a computer. Folks, you can always give us a call. Just give us a call at 877-297-8725. Pick up that phone, give us a ring, and we'll help navigate you through to find the perfect one for you, whether it's built for entertaining, whether it's a rear living, or maybe you're looking for something for a family. We can definitely help you out, and we'll lock in the show pricing, getting all those show specials. This particular one, as I mentioned, dual opposing slides here on the camp side. Once again, we have windows in lieu of storage. A little bit more decorative on the, a little more ornate, I should say, on the valance, right? A little bit different than what we've seen. Normally it's like a solid, like a cloth pattern, something like that. This one's a little bit more ornate. We'll see that all the way around, but it does tie into the kitchen backsplash. We take a look over at the kitchen, not to flip you from side to side, but you can see that, you know, it kind of helps bring all of that in together. And where normally this could be a little bit, you know, of a busy pattern, because of just the stark white on the cabinets, I think it works. I think they did a good job of bringing that look in. It doesn't look overly busy. And again, I think they did a fantastic job here in the Wildcat. Now, for the table, again, freestanding table and chairs, right? You have 4. If you do have all 4 people here, you get the little pop-up leaf. So that way you have a little bit more space to spread out. You're not bumping elbows while you're sitting there eating. As for the recliners, once again, 2 recliners. This is Thomas Paine furniture instead of Allure, so a little bit different. But one of the things you will notice is you have some power options on here. So, you know, it's not going to work right now because we only have 12 volt. You need 120 for these to work, just so you know. So you'll need either shore power or a generator to have your powered theater seating work. But it does have a massage feature. It lights up, the cup holders light up, plus it is power for the feet. Now, I personally like power for the feet for the reason that I've had a lot of couples that are shopping for a 5th wheel, right? And maybe they're upgrading, right? They've had something a little bit older and they want to get into, you know, the next stage. Maybe the kids are grown up, they've moved out of the house, or maybe, you know, they've had the same 5th wheel for a while and, you know, grandkids are here now, so they want a new one. But a lot of times what will happen with this theater seating is that it's hard to push it back in, right? A lot of people just don't have the leg strength. Again, especially if you're a little bit older, if you have issues with your knees. But the powered theater seating makes it so simple. It's, you know, very easy to do, of course, because it's just at the touch of a button. Now, if you're in that circumstance and you do have something and you're trading in, folks, we have some of the best trade-in rates out there. And the coolest thing about that is not only will we get you a great deal on your trade, because again, we have, as I mentioned, you know, we have a tool and everything that's already built for the best trade values to make sure you're getting the best deal, but also we will beat any deal you have. If you're looking elsewhere and you find a Wildcat and you're like, oh man, I have this Wildcat, I love it, this is the one for me, folks, we'll beat that deal. If we can't beat it, we'll give you $1,000 on us. It's that simple. You have nothing to lose. All you have to do is text the word BEAT to 46642, and that goes for anything you see in the show. Or any of the RVs we have on our lot, we will beat that deal or we'll give you $1,000. You can see right back here, you will see the tri-fold sofa. That folds out into a bed, nice and comfortable. Now what they did here is instead of giving you a 2-seat sofa, like a love seat with end tables, they gave you a full 3-cushion sofa with a single end table. So bigger sofa, bigger seating area with but just one end table. And you will notice your electrical outlet, USB ports over there for plugging stuff in. And of course, windows all the way around and our storage up top. AC is ducted. You can see right here, it does have a quick dump option. If you want to open that up, so that way it dumps all the AC right here into this main living area, really helping to cool it off quickly. The entertainment center is right across from that theater seating, as we would expect. And the cool thing about this TV, take a look at this, folks. It lifts up for more storage. Now, this in its own right isn't super unique, having storage behind the TV. You see a lot of manufacturers that do it, but the thing I like about this is it's clean. For someone like myself that really likes cable management, I love this setup because I can put a Blu-ray player right here. You know, I have a spot where I can plug it in at, you know, plug everything in, and then I can close this down, and I don't have to see my components. I don't have to see wires. Everything is tucked away and hidden behind there because of what they've done, so I really do love that. You will see the entertainment center underneath there, of course, with the multimedia center rather, sorry, with the fireplace. And that, of course, not only a good space heater, but it also just looks really great. Turn that sucker on, you got the nice flame kind of setting the mood. As we move into the kitchen, big, deep pantry. You know, again, not every pantry is the same. You'll see this one is really tall. It kind of allows you to customize it for your own storage needs. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want something with built-in shelves. Again, we have RVs with that. We saw it in the Atlas. And that's what we're here for, is to help navigate you through that. Again, all you have to do is text the word FRESH to 46642 or put the word FRESH in the comments below. A little bit different lighting here, right? And that, of course, is right above the island, which is exactly what you want. Now, instead of a centered sink, this sink is off to the side. It's kind of like almost like a black stainless steel, right? Really cool looking, solid surface countertops, undermounted sink, high-rise pull-out faucet there, just as you would expect. Good storage underneath. There is plenty of room for a trash can, as you can see that. And as I mentioned, that's always an important one to me. Plus, you have drawer space, big, deep drawers, more drawers over there. You have space on both sides of the cooktop, so it doesn't matter, you know, if you want to set your spoon off to the right or set your spoon off to the left, or whatever it may be, you have room for it. Plus, that is additional prep space. You know, maybe someone's prepping food right over here. You can still be here prepping additional food, so you can literally have 2 cooks in the kitchen, right? A couple electrical outlets, one on either side if you want to put a coffee maker there. Storage across the top, plus your microwave. Storage all down below, and the oven there as well. Norcold fridge freezer combo unit here. And take a look at this. So again, this is where it differs a little bit, right? So we saw in the Atlas, you kind of had more of like a bar area here. On this one, you have more pantry space. So you have 2 pantries in here, plus storage up top still and storage down below, as I mentioned. Bright, you know, white up top, a little bit darker, you know, on the bottoms. I think that's a kind of a good look. And again, something we see commonly in the RV industry when you have those 2 different color, or I'm sorry, in the residential industry when you have those 2 different color combos. Open this up for you as you step into the bathroom. Take a look right in here. So you'll see your toilet right down below. Again, nice big shower, so you have plenty of room, clear glass door. You know, not sure if you're into that or not, but it is a clear glass door, so it looks really nice as long as you keep it clean. Then when you come inside the bedroom, you will see in the bedroom here that you have a spot for a TV located right there, some additional storage, and storage all across the front here. So again, a little bit different than what we saw before. Hanging rod plus shoe storage. If you're one that has a lot of shoes, you can see right up there. Why don't you get in there, Fritz, show them. You know, you can see all the shoe storage you have. That's good storage. Plus, you kind of have like that barn-style door that I really like. And the bed is in a slide-out, so it gives you that full walk-around capability here. You can see the nice headboard. Just a lot of great features that you have set up in that bedroom. Now, when we come outside, of course, the features don't stop, you know, inside. We have plenty of features outside here too, and we'll start right up front. And what you will notice is this guy. So you have the big, beautiful front cap. You have the LED lights inlaid in there. The Rhino box, which it's a little bit shorter. It also gives you a better turn radius, so that's going to be important for a lot of people. You can see that set back a little bit further there. And then as we drop down underneath, you can see all that front storage. So great front storage that you will have right up there. Now, as we make our way back a little bit further yet, you can see the power awning. Now you don't just have one on the main area, you have another one on the slide itself. Both of those have LED lights. So you have a ton of awning space here. Whether it's night or day, you can fully extend these out or partially extend them out, completely up to you. But again, you do have those lights at night if you want them. As for the storage here, so again, as I mentioned, things be a little bit different. You can see this one doesn't have quite as much storage out here. If that's something that's important to you, that's great. We can definitely help you out with that. You know, if that's a deal breaker for you, we have other ones out there. If this is fine, you think you can fit everything in here, you love everything inside, you love the way it looks, great. Then this is the one for you. And if this is the one for you, you're gonna wanna text RV to 46642. If you like it, but it's not quite right, that's when you're gonna wanna text the word fresh to utilize over 100,000 pieces of inventory we have in stock and coming in to make sure we get the right one for you. And that number to text is 46642, or you can drop it in the comment section below. Solid steps, just like the name implies, they are very solid, easy to climb up in there. This one does have a fully enclosed and insulated underbelly. So if you plan on doing some colder weather camping, as long as you're running the furnace, it'll make sure everything's toasty underneath. You want TV outside, you will see right there, you have space for that as well. And as we come around to the back side, a couple quick things I want to hit on back here. One, you have a ladder so you can climb up onto the fully walkable roof. You also see backup camera right up there. And if we drop down, you will notice that this one has an accessory hitch. So if you want to do some biking, right? You know, this is built to entertain. If you want to go somewhere and you want to be able to, you know, have some bikes, you can slide a bike rack in there or any other kind of carrier, something for a tote. You have the 2-inch receiver built right in there. Remember, folks, this one for the show is starting at $49,465 or as low as $11.84 today. All you have to do is text the word RV to 46642 to take advantage of the amazing pricing we have for the Ultimate RV Show National Tour.